Howdy, welcome to MyG Online Tips and Tutorials, hosted by me, Zach Herbst, founder of MyG Online. Let's get going. This video is going to explain how our depth chart system works. Once you create all of your teams, your next step is to set up your depth charts for your team. So I'm going to walk you through how they talk to each other. It might not make that much sense, but I want you to understand where everything happens and how everything's structured. So if you go to the offensive depth chart, for example, you're going to notice that we have a preloaded Pro I offense, X receiver, traditional offensive line terms, tight end, Z receiver, quarterback, A back, B back. When you click on one of these boxes, when you have athletes loaded, it's going to load athletes based on the criteria for the box. How is that criteria defined? Well, it's defined by two things. The first thing being, what team is it, and is that grade eligible? So for example, for my varsity, I have all of my grades eligible: freshmen, sophomore, junior, seniors. For my freshman team, I'm only gonna have freshmen eligible. That's one criteria. The second criteria is by position. So when you click on the pencil, this is the screen you'll see to edit depth charts. And as you can tell, we have our X receiver here. Our position is wide receiver. What this means is athletes that are listed as a wide receiver that are eligible for that team, when I click on the depth chart, their name will pop up. So on and so forth. Offensive linemen, tight ends, wide receivers, quarterbacks. Now this can be as specific or as broad as you want. If you want to make tackles a new tackle position and then only have your centers and guards as a second position to narrow the margin, or you can go as broad as offensive player or any and all for special teams purposes. That means you can put any athlete on a depth chart. So if you go look at a defensive depth chart, you see that it's broken down by our corners and safeties are all defensive backs. You can add corners as a position, safeties as a position. We have a traditional Sam, Mike, Will linebacker. You can add Sams, Mikes, Wills, jokers, rover backs, joker backs, whatever your program needs are. And same thing with defensive linemen. So again, when you're working on a depth chart, you're going to click an eligible position and your players will pop up. Obviously, we don't have any players loaded yet. That's in our next video. Hey, Coach. For more information, check out our YouTube channel or follow us on social media. Remember, here at MyG Online, we want to spend less time working and more time coaching.